Good morning to all the learners of Indira Gandhi National Open University Regional Center, Visakhapatnam. I, on behalf of IGNOR Regional Center, Visakhapatnam, welcome you all for this online orientation program for the learners of different programs on the project, internship, and a fieldwork component. We are having the learners from the different programs. However, all the programs are not having the project or internship component. Some of the important programs are having, and the regional center Visakhapatnam is receiving so many emails, calls, and letters regarding the guidelines and the procedures for the project component or internship or the fieldwork component. In this connection, we thought it is better to organize an online session. Accordingly, we have sent the invitation to the January 2025 admitted learners and re-registered learners of the different programs like MA Education, PG Diploma in Education Management and Administration, BCA, MBA, Diploma in Nutrition and Health Education, Diploma in Early Child Education and Care, so on. There are certain total some 15 programs because the procedures are same for all the program regarding the project. Some programs are having the different procedures. However, we are going to highlight the procedures, common procedures for different programs. Particularly in this session, our senior regional director, Dr. Dharmarao, is going to give you the very elaborate and very systematic point-wise presentation is going to provide you. As per the data, as per the enrollment data of the RC Visakhapatnam, we are having the good number of the learners for the programs like DNHE, DECE, BLIS, and MBA. These programs are having, of course, MA education also, we are having about the 10 students where there are the project component, they also have to do it. But here, the one important systematic procedure, all the learners are requested to go through the project manual, whatever is provided along with your study material, either hard copy or the soft copy, which is available in our e-can course. Because the procedure you should know as an adult learner, as a mature learner, as already working professional, you have to go through the manual provided by the university. That is a very important one. And there different steps they have given. First, getting the guide from the regional center, preparation of the synopsis, submission of the synopsis, and final submission of the project. Different steps are there. However, how to get the project guide, how to prepare the synopsis, what are the components are included in the synopsis preparation, how you will communicate with your guide, and the how you have to submit your project synopsis, and what are the components, and what are the reference books where the material is available, how you have to prepare the report, what type of the methodology you have to follow, because of the methodology, techniques and tools vary from program to program, and how to submit your final project. These are the important points included in this session. Anyhow, our senior regional director, Dr. Dharma Rao, is going to give you the program-wise specific presentation. After that, we will also interact with you, and the program-specific doubts students having after the presentation, we will take the individual queries and we will clear. And I am also informing you all, this recorded video we are going to upload in our RC Visakhapatnam YouTube channel, and also going to post in our social media, Facebook, Twitter and Telegram group for the benefit of the learners. With these few words, I request our senior regional director, Dr. Dharma Rao, to give the presentation on the project, internship and the fieldwork component. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Krishna Rao. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Fine. A warm welcome to all the students for this special session being organized to enlighten you on certain aspects of project component, which is a part of our internal evaluation system. As you all know, IGNOU, though we are offering all the distance learning programs through ODL or OL mode, but still the methodology of teaching, learning, everything will be at par with any other regular institution under the aegis of University Grants Commission. So it is very obvious that we have all the components which are also there in the regular stream of education, including the practicals, projects, journals, short-term research work, internships, etc. So the project component of various programs of IGNOU also has its own importance in the completion of the program successfully. So why this project component is given for the students is not only to engage the students in the research work, but also to acquaint them with the field level atmosphere and experiences. Tomorrow, if you complete the program successfully and go to the field for any employment or for the career prospects, so this component, project component, would certainly help you to be more skillful and with full experience, so that you can have a better career prospects. So that is the basic objective behind introduction of a project component in the IGNOU programs. Earlier we used to have only for 1 or 2 programs, but now the project component is being introduced in each and every subject, including the social sciences, that is economics, etc., rural development and all the programs. So as already you know, this is an internal evaluation, continuous evaluation of the university. And still there are some programs which do not have the project component, but they have some other practical or internship or journal orientation. So this project work is made compulsory for some programs, and it is an optional course for some programs. So students, they have the choice to choose whether they do the project work comfortably or they go for any other theory optional course. So as an educator of Indira Gandhi National Open University, we strongly recommend the students to go for project component, because it gives you a hands-on training program with the subject, whatever you have learned through the textbooks. So you will be having a better experience compared to a theory optional course. But when you go for the project component, when you choose the project component, you should be ready for spending some time on that. If you cannot spend time and if you cannot dedicate yourself to that particular thing, you cannot complete. So after taking the project component, we come across many students that they want to change the course to some theory, if there is any option. Even just because of the project component, many students, they lose the course after completion of all theory because they are unable to give some time to the project component. So from the beginning itself, you should be in a position to dedicate some of your time for the project and start the project as per the guidelines provided in the project manual, project guide, which is provided to you along with the study material. So this is very important that after choosing the project component, whether it is compulsory or optional, you should be in a position to dedicate your time and start working on that immediately after registration to the project. Let me say for the management program, we have the project component in the third semester, and they should start working from the day one of the third semester. Otherwise, they cannot complete the project successfully with satisfaction. They cannot complete by the end of the fourth semester. So that is why we request all the students to be, timely execution of the project is very important, and be disciplined for the project work as such. So after that, the basic information is that the students, they need to submit the project twice in a year, because we conduct the exams twice in a year, June term and examination and as well as December term and examination. So the project component also can be submitted in any term and examination as the case, because if a student takes admission into DNHE program in January 2025, he or she will be eligible to submit the project by December for the December term and examination. So the last date will be 30th November. If a student joins in July 2024 or July 2025, they need to submit the project after 1 year, that is June 2025 or June 2026. So for those students who are appearing for their final examinations in June term and examination, they have to submit the project well before starting the term and exam, that is 31st May. And for those students who are appearing for the December term and examination, they have to submit the project by 30th November of that particular term. So these are the 2 dates. You should be very careful and note it down. And after that, if you submit automatically, if you submit the project in December 2025, the project will not be taken into consideration for the December term and exam, but it will be taken for the June 2026. So you should be very careful before submission of project, whether it is online or offline, whether it is at the regional center. For some programs, it will be at the regional center. For some programs, it will be at the headquarters, or some programs it will be at the portal. So we request the students to please comfortably go with the deadlines which are given by the university. And coming to the first program, a flagship program of the Indira Gandhi National Open University, that is management, MBA. We have MBA in many disciplines, specializations. So for all these specializations, the procedure will be the same for the project, that is MMPP1. So this MMPP1 project of management program is equivalent to 2 courses. And you will be registering for that in the third semester. As already I told, for the management, first 2 semesters will be MMPP 1 to MMPP 14, all the theory courses. And after that, your specialization will also start. And at the same time, you will be registering for your project work. Why it is given in the semester 3? Because you are supposed to prepare a synopsis, work on that, submit the synopsis, get it approval, and after that you have to prepare the project. So it will take time. So suddenly, just before the last date, 1 week or 2 weeks before you start working on the project, you cannot do that. So sufficient time will be given to the students to complete the project for the management. That is why in the third semester itself, you will be eligible to register for the project component, MMPP 1. So first and foremost thing is that you should be having a supervisor. This project work is to be done under the guideship of a approved supervisor or approved academic counselor of management program of IGNOU. So who can be the supervisor? Any faculty we have at School of Management Studies in Delhi headquarters, they can be the good supervisors for those people who are residing nearby, because you should be mingling with the, you should be inquiring about various aspects, you should be meeting the supervisor. So it is not possible for you to take a supervisor from a far off place, distance place. So a faculty of IGNOU can be a supervisor. They are all approved counselors. And any other approved counselor in the local area, that is at the study center or at the regional center, whoever is approved academic counselor in the list, they can be the supervisors. And any teacher of management, not only any academic counselor, but also if you find a suitable teacher of management having 5 years of experience in the PG teaching, they also can be the supervisors, provided their biodata should be given to the regional center for the vetting and empaneling them as academic counselor, and they should be approved. The academic counselor, if the person is not an academic counselor approved, and if he is an outsider, a teacher of management with experience of 5 years, then you take the biodata and submit the same to the regional center for vetting, and after approval only you can use the services of that particular person. Like that, any professional holding master's degree in management, professionals in the sense we have many companies, organizations, institutions. So where some management professionals, HR manager in a company, steel plant, BHEL, BHPV, like that. If you find any suitable senior colleague or professional there, officer with master's degree in management, preferably they should be having a MBA from the discipline whatever you have chosen. Because if you want to complete the MBA in HR management, but if you choose a person who is an expert in the marketing field, a marketing official, general manager marketing, he cannot be your supervisor because you will be working in HR area. Or if you want to work in the operations side, you have to choose a typical operations side professional so that they can supervise you better. So these are the things, but generally we prefer the top two, that is faculty of school or approved academic counselors of our IGNOU study center or the regional center. So that will be very convenient even for you, because sometimes the students, they tend to choose a student working in Vishakhapatnam. They want to choose a supervisor from Gurgaon or New Delhi or Bangalore or Hyderabad. It is not possible. We don't agree generally, because you need to have a thorough discussion with the supervisor, and you will be staying here, and you need to go for signatures, this and that. So that is not comfortable for the student, and sometimes it is also very difficult for us to verify the credentials of that particular supervisor selected by you. So we always request our students to please come down to the regional center or write a letter either through email or by post, seeking a supervisor for your project work immediately after registering into the project course in the third semester. So immediately RC will be providing you a supervisor's name after taking consent from that supervisor, whether it is a woman or a male or female, it doesn't matter. But we get the permission from them, and only after their consent, we will send the details to you to contact the supervisor. So this is the procedure for selecting a supervisor. And after that, immediately the next question will be the selection of topic. Selection of topic, as I already suggested, if you are doing your MBA HR, MBA HM, MBA OM, MBA MM, if you are doing it in marketing management, and select the topic related to that marketing field. And that can be any case study which is there. If you are working in a company, you can also take a case study from your own company. If you are working in steel plant, go there and take some data, official data, and do that work. Or if you want to compare two different institutions like BHEL and steel plant in Visakhapatnam, or any other two pharma industries you have nearby, or some two other industries, or any other two agencies which are working in the field. So you can choose any topic of your choice, provided you should be able to complete the entire project within the stipulated time framework. You cannot be very ambitious. Yes, I will do the research on the human resource management of the entire PSUs, Navratna companies. That's not possible. Because that can be a PhD topic, but not for a project of MBA. Because MBA project, you should be completing that project within a span of 6 months. So your topic also should be small, meaningful, and you should be able to complete that with your limited resources. Because you are a student, maybe you are working in some other area or some other department, still you need to complete the project. So your capabilities, your available resources, all these things to be taken into consideration before selecting the topic. Or if you have enough time and you can spend more time on the project, you can also go for any field work. Take a very good topic with the discussion of the supervisor and prepare a questionnaire and do the empirical study, get the data from the field work, take a number of samples as per the topic desired, so that you can have a very good project of your own. But before selecting the topic, you should ensure that you have enough time for the topic, and you have enough resources, either data or any other information that is available on the websites or the Google or any other. But whatever it is, that should be convenient for the student. It is not for the supervisor, it is not for the university, but a topic that is convenient for you. That kind of topic you have to select. And after the selection of topic, you will be having thorough discussion with your supervisor, and you should prepare a synopsis. Synopsis is nothing but the cream of the project, the gist of the entire project within 4 to 5 pages. That's it. So whatever you are going to do, what is your hypothesis? What exactly you want to tell to your project? Yes, my project is this. From this marketing field, I am doing this project. Through this project, what I would like to prove or disprove, or to provide information or propose any new theory, like that. So what exactly you want to do, and what is the methodology of your work, how you want to do the project, and what can be the possible outcome of the project, whether you are meeting your objectives at the end of the project or not. So end your concluding remarks, introduction, conclusion, and your topic, your methodology, and whatever you want to explain your outcome. So all these things put together in shorter form, that will be the synopsis. So what exactly you want to intend to do in the project work, that should be the synopsis, and there is a pro forma for that given in the management project guidelines. And you prepare with the help of supervisor, so that the supervisor should sign on that synopsis. And there is a format annexure, and on the annexure you have to take the signature of the supervisor, and you also have to sign on that, and then submit the proposal to the regional center. So who has to submit where? And now MBA is being provided through ODL, that is through the study centers, and as well as MBA OL is also available in IGNOU online program. So for the ODL students of MBA, all specializations, the finance, HR, marketing, operations, and including MBA banking and finance. Nowadays, the MBA banking and finance is also given to all the students, irrespective of their banking credibility. It is now common to all, any graduate. So the students who have taken admission through the ODL mode, that is through the study centers, those who are doing that, they have to submit the synopsis to the regional director of your regional center. For the case of Visakhapatnam, you should submit that to us at Visakhapatnam Regional Center, addressing to the regional director. And for the MBA online students, they have to submit it through their LMS portal, because all the teaching learning activities will be taken care through the LMS portal for the online students, not only for MBA, for any online student for that matter. So MBA OL students should submit their synopsis through the LMS portal, and there will be a link in that LMS portal for the MMPP1. There they have to click. After completion of the synopsis, after taking the signature of the supervisor, scan it as a single PDF and upload that in that particular link, so that your synopsis will be submitted through LMS. So these are the two methods for submission of synopsis. After submission of synopsis, the regional center will take care of the evaluation, and we will get it evaluated by a third person. We will send it to an expert in the management field of that particular specialization, and they will be evaluating. They can also reject the proposal sometimes, because if they feel that the proposal which is submitted by the student with the signature of the supervisor, but still if they feel that due to this reason this project cannot be a valid one, if they feel with valid reasons, they can reject it. If it, they can also suggest certain points to change or correct the synopsis. Even if the evaluator can also ask the student to incorporate some other things into the project to develop that into a better one. So the project synopsis will be evaluated by a third person, and the report will come to the regional center, and we will be sending the proposal back to the student with the recommendation of the evaluator, whether it is rejected, whether it is approved, whether they asked for any correction or anything else. So for the corrections, rejections, the student is required to submit the project synopsis again by incorporating the changes, by rewriting the proposal or whatever as per the suggestions given by the evaluator. So you have to resubmit the synopsis immediately so that you can complete the final project within time. So maximum we will take 7 to 15 days for submission, for sending the evaluated project proposal to the student. And after that, if you have any problems with that, if you have any difficulties in that, you can resubmit the project synopsis, and immediately you can get the approval from us. So this is what exactly is done regarding the project synopsis of management program. So after getting the approval from the regional center, you start working on that. Some students, very pathetic situation, some students, they complete the entire project. They do not take the supervisors. They are very clever. They are absolutely skilled, because they are working in some organization, or they have the pre-made projects also on hand. So they have done the project. After that, they come to us. We do not know whether they have completed it or not. So we will allot a supervisor. They go with the project to the supervisor and ask them to sign on the synopsis what already they have done. Already they have prepared a printed one. They take a printout. They go to the supervisor and ask them to sign. Why should they sign? Because they do not know ABC of that particular synopsis or project. Immediately after getting the approval of the proposal, within 7 days, 10 days, the students they come to submit the project. How is it possible? It means you have done that prior to taking approval, prior to taking a supervisor, and maybe it is a malified or any copied project that can be. So such kind of projects will not be accepted by the regional center. There should be a clear-cut gap, at least minimum 3 months gap from the proposal approval for the project submission. So otherwise, we do not accept that project at any cost because the student has not done it properly. So please remember, you take the proposal approval immediately after registering that, and you can work later on. You can submit it late, but you cannot submit it very early. Within days, within 7 days or 10 days, you cannot submit a project because there should be enough time for your project, for you the literature survey, literature review, this and that. There will be many other methodology things involved in that. So you cannot complete the project just within a week's time. So please ensure that a proper time frame, time gap is there between the synopsis approval as well as the project submission. And how to submit the project? As already told, there will be two different set of students, ODL as well as online. For the ODL students, they have to submit the final project report to the registrar SED, IGNOU Maidangadi, New Delhi. The students who have got the approval by doing the complete project, by spending minimum time, that is 3 to 4 months at least, after that they have to submit. So the deadline is December. Let us say for the December term and examination, it is November 30th. So at least by August end, they should be in a position to get their synopsis approved. Otherwise, it is not possible for them to submit the project. Even for those students who have joined in the January 2025 session into the project, they can submit the project by November 30th because the gap will be correct. So at least before August, they should be in a position to complete all the requirements regarding synopsis approval. So after that, they can complete the project, and by November 30th, they can submit the project. So for the MBA online students, they have to submit it through, again, LMS portal only. They cannot submit the project in hard copy to any regional center or the headquarters. The MBA synopsis should be submitted to the regional director, but the MBA project should go to Delhi. MBA online students, both synopsis and project should be submitted through LMS portal. And university nowadays it is providing a link for the submission of projects for all the students. For each and every student, all the programs, any project can be submitted through the online link that will be provided by the SED well before the examinations and well before the last date itself. So students can also utilize that link to submit their project through that link. There is no issue. So this is regarding MMPP 01 MBA project and synopsis. So next we will go to the other important programs as already suggested by my learned colleague, Additional Director Dr. Krishna Rao. Education related projects we have. There are PG Diploma in Educational Management and Administration and MA Education. These are the basic courses for which we have good number. Of course, there are many other PG DPPED, PG DET. Like that, we have some other courses also in the education discipline. But for these two programs, we have very good number. So let us discuss about the project guidelines of these two issues. For all the education related programs, majority programs, the submission of the project will be with the regional director. So first of all, here also, this project can be done with the help of a supervisor. So there should be a supervisor, because this is a research work. A dissertation has to be prepared. So there should be a guide. There should be a supervisor who is from the education department with the relevant experience. They can be your supervisor. Any approved academic counselor of education programs can be a supervisor of these two programs. So initially the student, after registering into the program, PGDE, MA or MA education, they have to immediately come down to the regional center or write to the regional center for allotment of a supervisor, not just before the examinations. So immediately for the PG diploma student, those who have taken admission in January 2025, please come down to the university regional center and take the details of a supervisor who is approved academic council. So after the guide allotment, they have to meet the supervisor and prepare a synopsis in the education field, and the proposal should be submitted to the regional center along with the signature of the supervisor. Here also the same thing. Any topic, you are not doing any MPhil or PhD, you are doing a project work of a PG diploma of merely just 1 year duration. So if you are a PG DEMA students, be specific and be limited research. So whatever topic you choose, that should be very limited and ensure that that is completed within the time frame. Even for the MA education, that is also not a big program. I mean, it is not a PhD program. It is not an MPhil program. It is a PG program with a small project component. So be realistic and don't be so ambitious, so that you can choose a topic which is limited and up to your caliber. And the proposal, whatever prepared by you with the help of the supervisor, that should be submitted to the regional director for the approval. Again, we will be sending it to the evaluator, and evaluator will be providing the suggestions. And after getting the approval from the regional center, you start working on that project and submit the dissertation to the regional director. In the management, the final project is going to Delhi. But for PGDE, MA and MA education, the final project dissertation will be coming to the regional director only. So all the project work will be completed, including the Viva, will be completed at the regional center. So after evaluation, that project also will be sent to a third party evaluator, an academic counselor of the same discipline, and they will be evaluating that. They can reject or approve. If it is approved, Viva will be conducted. If it is rejected, the dissertation will be sent back for the betterment of the project. So the Viva also will be conducted at the regional center. And what are the things that should be submitted along with the project report? A certificate from the supervisor stating that you have done a genuine work. It is an original work, not copied from any. So a genuineness certificate from the supervisor, a declaration from you also should be there from the student side. Both these things should be kept on the top, and a title page on the top of everything, and bind it properly. This dissertation should be a bond work, because there will be more pages, though you cannot just tag or pin. So the dissertation is just like any other research work, but with a minimum size. So dissertation report can be sent by post to us, or you can also submit it by hand as per the deadlines given in the initial remarks. That is 30th November for the December exam and 31st May for the June term exam. And the dissertation copy, once it is submitted to the regional center, it will not be given to the student back. After evaluation, it will be kept in our library for the visitors or for the future students. So dissertation report, you also should have a copy of your own. While coming for the Viva, you have to bring that, because there should be in your copy. And you can also, if your supervisor asks particularly, you can also provide a copy to them. That is between you both. So these are the important aspects before you submit the project report of MA education and PGTM. And Viva will be conducted twice in a year. As you know, for each and every examination, we conduct the Viva. If it is June term and examination, we will conduct the Viva in July or August. For the December term and examination, we will conduct the Viva in January or February. Nowadays, the examinations are dragged till January second week or so. So obviously, the date also will go back to February for the Viva. So by November, you will be submitting. That will be sent for evaluation immediately in the month of December. That will come to us, and after that, we will be conducting Viva either it in January or February. But of course, we will give you enough time to come down for the Viva. Viva is generally in face-to-face mode at the Visakhapatnam Center for anybody. So results will be sent to Delhi, and the same will be declared along with the theory results. So there is no issue for the results. This is regarding MA Education and PGDMA, important programs in the education discipline. Next, coming to BCA and MCA. Of course, nowadays we do not have any MCA students because due to one or two students we are denying the admission. But for the BCA, we have enough students. So the projects of BCA, MCA also completely done at the regional center level only. They will be allotted with a guide. A proposal will be prepared, and proposal along with the guide's biodata should be submitted to us. If the guide is from some other resources, if you want to choose a faculty who is qualified to be the supervisor, and you can choose them, but provided you have to submit the biodata of that supervisor in the given format so that he or she will be approved by the School of Studies and the regional center will communicate it to you. And if you have chosen a supervisor of our own academic counselor, then there is no need for the biodata. A synopsis approval will be given to you immediately after the evaluation, and then you have to start preparing for the project, and your final project is also to be submitted to the regional center only. And for the synopsis submission, the dates are given here: 1st April to 30th June, or 1st October to 31st December. These are the general dates for the synopsis submission. And for the project submission also, as already I told you, for those who are appearing for the June term, 31st May; for the December term, it is 30th November. And the Vivavos will also be conducted, as already I told you, for MA Education and PG demo the same. For the project submitted for June, July and August will be the Viva dates. And for the project submitted for the term in December, January or February, regional center will be conducting the Vivavos at the regional center premises only, and there will not be any online Vivavos. Coming to the next flagship course of the regional center, DNH, we have very good number of DNH students, both in OL mode and ODL mode. So the project work, it is one of the 4 courses of this program, DNH 4. DNH has 4 courses, 1, 2, 3 theory, and 4th is the project. And it is very important one and very good project work as such we have for many programs, but this particular project gives very good hands-on experience for the people who intended to work in the nutrition and health sector. So after taking admission, immediately get the supervisor from the study center itself or the regional center. A counselor will be allotted to you. Prepare a synopsis for that, and because you have 5 themes already, they are given in the project manual, the NHE project manual. You have 5 themes, yeah, and you can choose any theme of your choice and prepare the project proposal. And your project proposal will be approved by your resource person, that is the supervisor, whoever given to you, and submit a copy of the proposal to the coordinator. Don't submit it anywhere in the regional center or anywhere. And you can submit the proposal to us for the record. And you can also submit another copy to the School of Continuing Education, IGNOU, New Delhi, for their records. It is not that you take any approval for that, nothing. You prepare the project proposal, take the approval of your supervisor or your resource person, and submit a copy at the study center or the regional center, and 1 copy to the School of Studies, so that will be there on record. And immediately you can start working on the project. And after completion of the project, you can submit the project work directly to the school project section of the student evaluation division, immediately you can submit along with the copy of the project proposal. So that is very important. You have to take the project proposal approval from the counselor and keep a copy with you, submit a copy to the regional center or the study center, start working on the project. Final project along with the approved proposal should go to New Delhi for the evaluation. This is what exactly is done for the DNHE project. So even for the DNHE OL, this is the same procedure, but they have to submit the scanned project. After preparation, they have to scan as a PDF file and submit the same in the LMS portal or the online link given by the university. And only ODL students can submit the hard copy project to the IGNO headquarters, New Delhi, as per the schedule given by the university. And coming to the BLIS, of course, we will be conducting another program for the BLIS students separately because they have three components as a part of their internship. So for them, we will be discussing thoroughly regarding all these aspects. But of course, I'll tell you very briefly. BLIA 230, this is the 10th course announced by the university since last 3 sessions. Internship as a part of NEP 2020 skill education. The internship is being introduced for the for many programs of the university. As a part of that, BLI course also has an internship, a hands-on training for the students, those who want to work in the libraries. So if you go with the internship, you have a very rigorous 1-month program. But since most of the students are preoccupied with their own things in this distance learning atmosphere, there are 2 alternatives given by the university to complete the internship. One is a library-based survey. It means the student is supposed to go to 5 libraries of his or her own choice and prepare a report on each and every library. There are certain guidelines. I will not be elaborating all these things now because there will be a separate special session for the BLI students because we have a very good number. So briefly, I am telling you, internship will be of 1-month program, 30 days, out of which you have to work for at least 20 days. And regional center will be allotting a library for your internship. And students, they have to visit the library for 1 month and do the internship there. And they have to work as a novice there under the mentorship of any eligible academic counselor or the librarian, whoever is there in the library. And they have to perform all the activities as such they are working in the library. So the duration will be, as I told you, 30 days, 1 month, 5 days in a week, and 5 hours in a day. Total 100 hours you have to complete. So this is the minimum duration for the internship work. And you have many phases: operations, services, automation. These are the 4 important aspects under which you have to work in the library. So for all these 4 operations, you have to work 4 weeks, 1 week each. And you have to prepare a workbook, a record, whenever you visit the library on that particular day, what you have done, what is the core area, whether it is operations, under operations, what you have done, what the supervisor asked you to do, and what you have to complete and what you have completed. All these things in a chronological order, in a time frame, you have to record everything and take the signature of the mentor, the librarian there, who is being allotted to you. So after completion of all these 20 days record, you have to submit it to the regional center. So this is the workbook format in general. So that can be elaborated. You can separate it as pages. Day 1, first week, day 1, first week, day 2. Separate pages also you can prepare and bind them as a workbook and submit. And report writing, of course, you have to write the report with introduction. What you have, whatever you have wanted to do, you please prepare a report, introduction, module description, and what you have learned. What is the outcome of that particular internship? And if you have any suggestions regarding the particular area you have worked, regarding the library you work with, So you can also include that in your report writing. So your attendance is must for 20 days. I mean, 5 days in a week for 4 weeks, and you have to maintain the workbook. That should be your original. You should not copy it anywhere, and you should maintain the discipline while you go for the internship there. You should not damage or any book in the library or any other furniture or any important issues. No financial liability. There will be no stipend for the students. So this is generally the internship, and of course, anyway, we will be conducting a separate session. But there is an alternative, that is a library-based survey. The student is supposed to go to 5 libraries and prepare a report. And alternative two is also there, that is literature survey. They need to choose any topic of the library, and they need to study what is the literature available on that particular topic. Literature means nothing but articles, books, any other videos, or any other thing that is available on that particular topic. Let us say library automation is a topic. Library automation, on library automation topic, what are the books you have? What are the theories that are made? What are the journal articles you have? You can search for that either in the internet, Google, libraries, by visiting the libraries, visiting the library books, reading the books, whatever. But prepare certain, I mean, at least at 10 to 15 books. Yes, in this topic, I have book one. In this book, the author is so and so, that is published on so and so date, and what exactly the book was telling about what. So the gist of that book. So one page at least, if you prepare for each book, there can be a very good literature survey of 20 to 25 pages, and you can submit that as an alternative. If you cannot visit a library for the library survey, or if you cannot visit a library for 1 month for the internship, you can choose this alternative too. Unfortunately, most of the students are choosing this alternative too, because nobody is ready to go to libraries for the internship. Only one or two students in a session we are facing only with the internships. Correct internship procedure they are following, but so many students are choosing alternative to literature survey, which they do not understand, and they simply take it from the Google or any other portals and submitting that, but finally they are getting failed. So very recently also we have conducted Viva was for the alternative 1 and 2. For the internship there is no Viva. For alternative 1 and 2 there will be a Viva on whatever they have done. So the examiner, when she or he asks the questions, the students are unable to tell what exactly they have submitted. It means it is direct copying from the internet or many web portals. So that should not be the case. Since BLIS is a professional degree, you should be more concerned about the things what you are going to learn from the BLIS. Because tomorrow you want to work in the libraries, that will be very useful for you. So please, our choice is internship for 1 month. If you can spend time, that is the best one. Otherwise, alternative one, library survey. At least you can find 5 libraries, and just something you can learn from these 5 libraries. You can visit, you can record all these things. What is that library? Why it is that? How many books are there? What is the staffing pattern there? What are the works being done at the library? All these things you can record. So that is also helpful. But alternative to literature survey, if you do it properly, that will be helpful. But simply copying something 20 pages or 15 pages and submitting, even without knowing what exactly you have submitted, so that is a problem. And of course the evaluation will be very tough, and if you want to pass, you should work and you should submit any work of your own. So this is completely all BLIS project submissions will be at the regional center only. And for alternative 1 and 2, there will be Viva. For the internship, there will not be any Viva, only evaluation. So coming to the next program, that is DECE. This is also one of the important programs nowadays. We are observing thousands of admissions in other states. In Orissa recently, there were some 42,000 students taken admission into DEC. And also in Rajasthan, we have got some 50,000 students in the DEC in the January session. So for this July also, they are getting thousands of admissions. Just because as per the NEP 2020, the teaching, learning things have been completely changed. There is a shift in the mode of the primary education. So since the nursery and pre-primary education is also coming into the fold of authorized education sector, so now there are many opportunities for those who have some knowledge in the early childhood care and education. That is why this program is getting very important, and many students are taking admission. And of course, we have every session we have 30 or 40 admissions for this particular course. This is also a very important course, but the project work is very a big Herculean task, because the project work has a very good component. You have to work in a particular nursery school or a primary school continuously for days together and prepare a report. And of course, this is a very good experience for the students, a hands-on experience to be a nursery teacher, a primary pre-primary teacher particularly. So you should be working in a preschool or nursery school for this project. You have to take permission both from the school as well as from the regional center. Once you choose the school, you have to inform the regional center that I have chosen this particular school to do the project work. And that school also should be in a position to accommodate you for all your continuous work. They cannot stop you in between. So you should be also given the teacher there working in that school as a supervisor for you, because they will be your mentor. Under their mentorship, you have to work there in their school. Let me say, if you have chosen a school, a pre-primary school, there is a pre-primary teacher there. She will be mentoring you to complete your project there in that classroom particularly. So before selection, you please note down all these things, because you should be having a proper mentor there and a proper system. School system also should be there, a nursery school, a recognized one preferably, and you have to take permission both from the head of the school as well as the regional center, and inform that to the RC. And guide selection is also done. First, go and interact with the guide as well as the principal of the school, and you show the entire guidelines of your DEC project to them first, because what exactly you wanted to do there, that should be known to them. Otherwise, they cannot guide you, they cannot allow you for all these days. They may think that the project 1 or 2 days they come and go, but not. For the DEC, you have to go for more than 1 month there, and sitting there in the classroom for the entire day and participating in all the activities as a third person for some days, and as a primary teacher as there, and you have to be involved with the students, and you will be recording the sessions whatever you are attending there. So all these, before that, you just show the guidelines to them and apprise them about the methodology of your project, what exactly it means, and what are the prerequisites. I mean, before starting your project of DEC, what exactly you are supposed to do. You have to complete the reading of DEC 1 and other material before going to the, because all these things which they are completely explained in the theory study material, what exactly you wanted to do in the final project. So interact with the counselors in the academic counseling when it is scheduled by the regional center, and also take guidelines from the regional center officials before you record the videos or anything, and confirm your schedule and availability. It means when you are going to complete your project when you are visiting the school, when you are going there, you please inform the schedule and the school name and the mentor's name, everything to the regional center. And there are three phases of the project. And in the phase 1, you have to work. All these things are already explained in the project guide, which is available. I'll just give the gist. Phase 1, you have to observe the class, observe the teacher and the nursery students there. You have to sit somewhere. You should not disturb the class. You should be sitting there either backside or somewhere without disturbing the students, particularly the nursery students. They distract immediately by looking at anything. So you should not distract them. You should be sitting somewhere there in the classroom, but observing each and every activity that are being done. You have to observe the teacher as well as the students. And meanwhile, in that practice, anyway, you should be having some acquaintance with the kids. You can also call them. You can also talk to them when they are free. You can also mingle with the students so that tomorrow you will be teaching them. Tomorrow you will be the teacher to them in the next phase. So you have to prepare some kind of acquaintance and rapport with the students and kids, of course. And you can also help the teacher there in in taking the class, because she will be doing some exercises with the students, some teaching learning material she will be having. In handling this material also you can help, so that you can learn things on hand there. And in the phase 2, you have 20 days of working. In the phase 1, 5 days observation. And in the phase 2, 20 days of working will be there in the same class. You will be interacting with the students. And you will also be conducting the activities, but with the help of the mentor. There will be 30 activities you have to do in the phase 2. All these activities will be done in the presence of the teacher of that particular class. And first 10 activities in 10 working days, and next 20 activities in the next 10 days. So 20 days you have to go there in the classroom and spend at least 2 to 3 hours. Generally, nursery schools, they run only in the half day. So the time is sufficient for you, and you will be there. And all these activities you will be doing with the help of the teacher and in her presence only, because you will not be independent there for the phase 2 project. And in the phase 3, last 5 days of working, and you will be the teacher there. So first 5 days you are the observer, next 20 days you are the co-teacher, and last 5 days you are the sole teacher. You are the only teacher there. So you will be doing that. The guide will be sitting and she will observe you. So then she will become the observer, and you will be taking the class independently, complete charge of the class. And you have to plan the curriculum, all the activities you have to plan, any topic. If you are teaching on plants, what are the teaching material you have to prepare, you have to do that and execute them and explain them in the classroom on your own. This is called phase 3. So first 5 days, next 20 days, next 5 days. So total 30 days working, and you will be conducting many activities. First 5 days also you are observing, next 20 days 30 activities, next 5 days again you are taking the class. And all these things should be recorded in a small recordings. We need not go for complete 2 hours recording or 3 hours recording. Not only you can record these things as a sample, 1 or 2 minutes. So whatever activity they are doing, whatever activity is being done in the classroom, that activity can be recorded. But very important thing is that you cannot record the face of the students at any cost. At any cost, even with the permissions. No, you are prohibited to shoot them directly, the students. You can take the recording from the back side of the classroom, and no student should be visible. Their faces should be visible, particularly their faces. Nobody should recognize them. Class, the teacher can be taken into consideration, but this particularly the kids, you are not supposed to do that. It's a crime. So please avoid such videos. Just shoot 1 or 2 minutes. This is not for the entire classroom recording. So each and every activity, just 1 minute. That you are doing that activity. That you are doing that one on that particular day. For that purpose only, that is it. And after that, you have to prepare all these your project report in such a way that all these things, all these activities, first 5 days, your observance, you have to prepare a report. First day, what you have observed, what are the classes going on, what are the topics the teacher suggested to the students, what are the learning teaching material used in the classroom. So day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. So what kind of rapport you developed with the student, that also should be spelt in that. So this project report of first 5 days, 30 activities of 20 days, and final 5 days your own teaching work, that also. So all these things should be done in a project file, and as per the guidelines given in the link, it is given there. Of course, the link is already available in the IGNOU website, DECA guidelines. So if you click on this link, you can get the complete revised guidelines. So as per that, you can complete the reporting. And these recorded videos, you have to keep in your own YouTube. You have to open your own YouTube channel, your personal YouTube channel, and upload all these videos, some 40 videos or so, small 1 minute videos, as per day 1 video, day 2 video, what is the activity. You just write the activity name and video. Just upload them, and do not make it for the public, and give the link with specific permissions. Give the link to the in the sheet, a sheet, prepare a sheet where you have to prepare activity 1, what is the link, activity 2, what is the link, so that tomorrow they can check, the evaluator at the SCD can check the links whether you have done it properly or not. That is the only thing. If it is also, some students, they are submitting without video links, but properly they are recording everything in the report, so then also that is okay. So please thoroughly check the guidelines given by the SOCE well before the examinations, or well before the project submission. They release the guideline. So as per that guidelines, whatever is asked for, you have to prepare that and submit the report as per the guidelines of the SCD for the particular term and examination. So all the annexures are to be used in that, whatever annexure 1, 2, 3, section A, section B. So all these annexures, as per the program guide, you have to utilize and fill all the annexures, and keep them along with the DEC report, because this project report is evaluated at the IGNOU SCD level only, external evaluation, and marks also will be awarded as per that. Since the number is small, it will take time, but still you will get them evaluated at least by the time they declare the results of the theory paper. So you should submit that well on time, that is before 30th November 2025, if you are writing the exams in December 2025. So you please prepare 2 copies of the report, send one to SCD, keep it one for yourself, and at least you should get a D grade. If you get E grade, just below 35, then you are failed, and you have to again do the project. So for any queries, you can ask the regional center at any time regarding the projects. These are the main important programs. Of course, we have BHW journals. We have even DAQ also. We have a project, DAQ BAQP 001. That is also a project component is there. With a limited number of learners, we have 1 or 2 students. That is why we are not discussing it here. Anyway, we will be keeping some other session for that, the remaining courses. These are the important good number programs where we have enough number, so we invited them. Separate project orientation will be conducted for the BLIS, and separate for the DAQ. Along with the classes also, we have oriented them through the supervisors. So for any query, first and foremost thing is that you please contact the study center. If it is not resolved there, please come down to the regional center so that we can guide you better. So this is the email ID of regional center and the phone number. You can contact us. Thank you for this opportunity, and I hope I cleared most of the things involved in the project component of various programs. Thank you very much, Dr. Krishnarao. You may please take it up. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Dharmarao, for your elaborate presentation, a wonderful presentation on covering all major projects on behalf of the regional center students. I really appreciate you for your patience as well as the presentation, and which is going to help our learners, because we are having more than 3,000 followers in our social media, where we will post this video also. It is going to help them. Now, my dear learners, you all have gone through the presentation given by Dr. Dharmarao. This more than 1 hour, I think almost all 1 hour 15 minutes. He has given the presentation on the different programs. And in addition to that, I would like to inform you all the Regional Center Visakhapatnam religiously working for the benefit of the learners, and we are trying to keep our regional center as a zero student grievance regional center. Accordingly, for the student support services, we are keeping very prominent and also posting everything in our social media. And to close with the students, we conducting online student grievance redressal drive, that is every month 15th fortnight. We are conducting that one. You please make use of that facility, and also where social media also, please follow. Now the floor is open, and the learners, those who are having the issues, are still any doubts, if you are having, please raise your hand and ask your questions. And before that, I request all the learners to on your video. We will take one photo of the presenters. Please on your videos. I request all the learners, please on your videos.
Shanmukha.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Please raise your hand for any doubts, if you are having. Mr. Shanmukha, you have the doubt?
ఎస్ సార్ సరే ఇంటర్న్షిప్ ఏ మంత్ లో స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది సార్ బిఎల్ఎస్
Internship
ఏ మంత్ లో స్టార్ట్ చేస్తారు సార్
ఎగ్జామ్స్ ఎప్పుడు రాస్తావు?
డిసెంబర్ లో సార్.
డిసెంబర్లో ఎగ్జామ్స్ రాస్తావు అంటే నువ్వు ఆగస్టులోనే డిసైడ్ అయిపోవాలి ఏ లైబ్రరీలో నువ్వు ఇంటర్న్షిప్ చేస్తాను అనుకుంటే కనుక ఇప్పుడే వచ్చి తీసుకెళ్ళాలి, ఒక లెటర్ తీసుకొని పోవాలి. నువ్వు ఉండేది ఎక్కడ?
వెస్ట్ గోదావరి నర్సాపురం సార్.
నర్సాపురం, వెస్ట్ గోదావరి. నువ్వు చదివేది కూడా అక్కడేనా?
ఎస్ సార్.
ఓకే, మేము ట్రై చేస్తాము ఏలూరులో ఎక్కడైనా ఇంటర్న్షిప్కి అవకాశం ఇవ్వడానికి.
ఓకే సార్.
ఎందుకంటే నువ్వు ప్రతి స్టూడెంట్ ఉన్న ప్రతి చోట మనం ఇంటర్న్షిప్కి లైబ్రరీలను అడగలేము. మనకి కొన్ని స్పెసిఫిక్ పెద్ద లైబ్రరీలు ఉంటాయి, వాటిల్లోనే మనం, ఎందుకంటే మీకు మెంటర్ ఉండాలి. కాబట్టి మా స్టడీ సెంటర్ ఉంది ఏలూరు సిఆర్రెడ్డి కాలేజీలో. ఆ లైబ్రరీకి అడుగుతాం పర్మిషన్. ఇఫ్ దే అలౌ, యూ విల్ బి అలాటెడ్ దేర్. అదర్వైజ్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు చూస్ సమ్ అదర్ లైబ్రరీ.
ఓకే సార్.
ఓకే, లేదు నీకు తెలిసిన ఏదైనా మంచి లైబ్రరీ, జిల్లా స్థాయి గ్రంథాలయం కానీ లేదంటే మంచి ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్లో ఉన్నది ఏదైనా ఉండి నీకు దగ్గరలో, వాళ్ళు కనుక ఒప్పుకుంటారు అని నువ్వు అనుకుంటే ఒక లెటర్ తీసుకో వాళ్ళ దగ్గర. ఈ పలానా స్టూడెంట్కి ఇక్కడ ఇంటర్న్షిప్ చేయడానికి మేము ఒప్పుకుంటున్నాము, మాకు ఎలాంటి అభ్యంతరం లేదు, మీరు అలాట్ చేయొచ్చు అని ఆ కాలేజీ ప్రిన్సిపాల్ దగ్గర కానీ లైబ్రరీన్ దగ్గర కానీ ఒక లెటర్ తీసుకొని మాకు కనుక పంపిస్తే మేము వాళ్ళతో మాట్లాడి దాన్ని అప్రూవ్ చేస్తాం, ఏదైనా
ఓకే
పర్వాలేదు.
సార్.
ఓకేనా? ఎందుకంటే ఇంటర్న్షిప్ చేయడానికి ముందుకు వచ్చే వాళ్ళే తక్కువ కాబట్టి మీకు ఏదో రకంగా అవకాశం ఇవ్వడానికే ప్రయత్నం చేస్తాం.
ఓకే సార్.
కానీ ఏదైనా సరే ఆగస్టు లోపు మనం కంప్లీట్ చేయాలి ఆ వర్క్, అలాట్మెంట్.
ఆగస్టు.
ఎందుకంటే నువ్వు సెప్టెంబర్లో చేసుకుంటావు వర్క్ అంతా, రిపోర్ట్ రైటింగ్ అన్ని అయినప్పటికల్లా నవంబర్లో నువ్వు హాయిగా సబ్మిట్ చేసుకో.
ఓకే సార్.
మంచిది.
SAS.
Good morning, sir. నా పేరు అనురాధ. I'm from Vizag. I've joined for the DECA program. So can I apply on Monday for the guide and everything, sir?
మీరు స్కూల్ చూస్ చేసుకున్నారమ్మా?
నాది విశాఖపట్నం స్కూల్ ఇంకా చూస్తాను
మరి
సార్.
అది చూసుకోండి. మీకు నర్సరీ స్కూల్ ఉండాలి.
ఓకే.
ఏదైనా ఒక ప్రీ ప్రైమరీ స్కూల్ కానీ నర్సరీ స్కూల్ కానీ మీకు దగ్గర ఉంది, మీరు సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకోవాలి.
ఓకే.
వాళ్ళతో మాట్లాడాలి,
ఓకే.
వాళ్ళ పర్మిషన్ తీసుకోవాలి.
ఓకే.
మాకు సబ్మిట్ డిఈసిఈ బుక్లెట్ లో మీకు లాస్ట్ లో ఒక ఎనెక్షన్ ఉంటుంది, మీ స్కూల్ డీటెయిల్స్ మాకు సబ్మిట్ చేయడానికి.
ఓకే.
అది దాంట్లో ఆ స్కూల్ వివరాలు రాసుకొని మా దగ్గరికి వచ్చి సబ్మిట్ చేయండి.
ఓకే.
అప్పుడు మీకు చెప్తాం ఏం చేయాలి.
అది గవర్నమెంట్ స్కూల్ అలా వేసాను
ఉండాలండి. ఇప్పుడు ఒకటి రికగ్నైజ్డ్ ఉండాలి, ఏదో చిన్న చిన్న ఇళ్లలో చేసేస్తున్న స్కూల్ కాదు. ఎలాంటి ప్రైవేట్ అయినా కానీ ఎయిడెడ్ కానీ అన్ఎయిడెడ్ కానీ ఏదైనా ఓకే, ఎనీ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ ఈజ్ ఓకే, బట్ దట్ షుడ్ బి ఏ రికగ్నైజ్డ్ వన్.
ఓకే సార్.
అంటే గవర్నమెంట్ పర్మిషన్ తో నడుస్తున్నదై ఉండాలి అంతే.
ఓకే. మా ఇంటి చుట్టూ చాలా స్కూల్స్ ఉన్నాయి సార్, స్కూల్స్ ప్రాబ్లం లేదు, చాలా ఉన్నాయి.
ప్రాబ్లం లేదు, కానీ మీకు పర్మిషన్ వాళ్ళు ఇవ్వాలి. దానికి ఇవ్వాలి అంటే మీరు వాళ్ళకి నిజాయితీగా మీరు ఎన్ని రోజులు పని చేస్తారు, ఎలాంటి పని చేస్తారు అక్కడ, అది కూడా చెప్పాలి కదా. నేను 5 రోజులు కూర్చొని చూస్తాను మీ స్టూడెంట్స్ ని, ఒక 20 రోజుల పాటు నేను ఆవిడతో కలిసి యాక్టివేట్ చేస్తాను, అలాగే మరొక 5 రోజులు నేనే నడుపుతాను మా క్లాస్ ని. ఈ విషయాలు వాళ్ళకి పర్మిషన్ తెచ్చుకున్నారు అనుకోండి, అది మీకు మంచిది, మాకు మంచిది.
షూర్ సార్, తప్పకుండా.
తెచ్చుకొని ఆ ఎనెక్షన్ కాపీని తీసుకొని రండి మా దగ్గరికి, ఒరిజినల్, మేము దాని మీద సంతకం పెడతాం.
అక్కడ టీచర్ కూడా ఉండాలి కదా.
ఇప్పుడు ఏ క్లాస్ అయితే ఆ క్లాస్ టీచర్ కూడా మీకు ఉండాలి.
ఓకే.
ఆవిడే మీకు మెంటర్ అక్కడ.
ఓకే సార్.
మరి పొద్దున్న మీ రిపోర్ట్ లో ఆవిడ సంతకం కూడా పెట్టాలి కదా.
షూర్.
అది ఒకసారి మీరు చూసుకొని సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకొని రండి.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
కాబట్టి మీరు రీజనల్ సెంటర్ కి రావచ్చు.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
మంచిది. షణ్ముఖం
సార్, ఆగస్టు లోపు సార్
లైబ్రరీ సెలెక్ట్ అవ్వాలి నీకు.
ఓకే సార్.
నువ్వు వైజాగ్ లో అనుకో, ఈ చుట్టుపక్కల అయితే మాకు ఇబ్బంది లేదు. ఇక్కడ 4-5 లైబ్రరీల్లో ఆల్రెడీ ఇగ్నో స్టూడెంట్స్ వాళ్ళు తీసుకుంటున్నారు, పెద్ద పెద్ద లైబ్రరీలు ఉన్నాయి, ఇబ్బంది ఏమి లేదు. రాజమండ్రి కూడా మాకు ఎలాంటి ఇబ్బంది లేదు, కాకినాడ కూడా ఇబ్బంది లేదు, ఎందుకంటే మా స్టడీస్ కూడా ఇబ్బంది ఉండదు.
మనోడు రాజమండ్రి దగ్గర అంటున్నాడు కాబట్టి.
రాజమండ్రి దగ్గర
అంటే అక్కడ హాస్టల్
వెస్ట్ గోదావరి అంటుంది బాబు. నీది ఎక్కడ? భీమవరమా?
నర్సాపురం సార్.
నర్సాపురంలో ఏదో వైఎన్ కాలేజ్ ఏదో ఉన్నట్టుంది.
ఉంది సార్.
మీకు తెలుసా వాళ్ళు ఏమన్నా కాలేజీ వాళ్ళు, బిఈడి కాలేజీ కానీ ఏదో ఒకటి, ఒక కనీసం ఒక 5,000 పుస్తకాలు ఉన్న లైబ్రరీ అయితే అయి ఉండాలి.
లైబ్రరీ
అంటే లైబ్రరీ సర్వీసెస్ కొన్ని ఉంటాయి, కేటలాగ్స్ ఉంటాయి, యాక్సెషన్ రిజిస్టర్లు ఉంటాయి, స్టూడెంట్స్ కి పుస్తకాలు ఇవ్వటం తీసుకోవటం ఇలాంటివి. డిజిటల్ మెటీరియల్ ఉంటుంది, రకరకాల బ్యాక్ వాల్యూమ్స్ ఉంటాయి. అలాంటి ఒక లైబ్రరీ ఏదైనా, మరి చిన్న చిన్న పంచాయతీ లైబ్రరీలు అయితే మీకు ఆపరేషన్స్ అన్ని మీరు చేయలేరు. కాబట్టి ఒక మంచి లైబ్రరీ మీకు తెలిసిన కాలేజీ ఏదైనా ఉంటే వెల్ అండ్ గుడ్. లేదు అనుకుంటే కనుక ప్రస్తుతానికి వెస్ట్ గోదావరిలో మనకి సెంటర్ ఏది యాక్టివ్గా లేదు కాబట్టి మీకు ఈస్ట్ గోదావరిలో కావాలంటే ఎక్కడైనా మేము
రాజమండ్రి దగ్గర అంటున్నాడు కదా, నీకు దగ్గరే కదా రాజమండ్రి.
దగ్గర ఒక 75 అలా వస్తుంది సార్ కిలోమీటర్స్.
నర్సాపూర్ కదా, లోపు అమలాపురం అటు కాకినాడ ఎంత దూరం పడుతుంది నాయన? అది ఒక 60 కిలోమీటర్లు పడుతుందా?
కాకినాడ కూడా
అది 100 దగ్గర ఉంటుంది సార్.
100 అబ్బో! సరే, నీకు ఆప్షన్ ఉంది. లేదు అనుకుంటావా, ఏలూరులో మేమైతే ఏర్పాటు చేస్తాం మాట్లాడి.
ఓకే సార్. ఏలూరు
ఓకేనా?
అయితే ఓకే.
ఆ,
ఏలూరులో లెటర్ ఇచ్చేసే ఫస్ట్.
మీరు ప్రయత్నం చేయండి. తర్వాత మాకు ఒక లెటర్ పంపించండి. పలానా చోట నేను ఉంటున్నాను, పలానా చోట చెయ్యాలనుకుంటున్నాను, నాకు పర్మిషన్ ఇవ్వండి అంటే మేము ఒక రాసి ఆ కాలేజీకి కూడా పంపిస్తాము. మీకు కూడా కాపీ ఇస్తాం. అది పట్టుకొని మీరు పోవచ్చు.
ఓకే సార్.
మంచి.
Anyone is having the doubt? Any other students? Okay. If there is no doubts, then we are going to close the session. Once again, we are very thankful to Dr. Dharmarao for his elaborate presentation, and the study center coordinators, Dr. Srinivas also from the Kakinada Ideal College, and our regional center staff, and mainly the learners for spending your valuable time and attending this important orientation session. Anyhow, we have invited all the learners, about 150. Someone might have not attended due to their busy schedule. This video we are going to upload in our RC Visakhapatnam YouTube channel. If anyone not subscribed, you can subscribe that also, because all the academic counseling sessions also we are uploading every day in our RC Visakhapatnam YouTube channel, and also follow the Telegram also for getting the updates. Thank you everyone. We will meet on the 14th again for the online student grievance redressal drive. Wish you all the best for your project submission. Thank you everyone.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.